Let's talk about MiniMax 2.5 models. It's claiming to be on par on Opus family of Anthropic. And if you see on the charts, it's actually great in coding in all the benchmarks that you can see here. But obviously we are going to test our own benchmark in this video. So it's going to be a very exciting video because we are going to create a more complex stuff like we have already done in the past. But now I have crafted these prompts that is actually very complex in nature while building it. So I'm going to test this. But real benchmarks for the coding aspect is if you want to build real apps on using these models without even writing code. What I've learned from my past an year of experience is developing so many apps is to use of tools. If model crack this tool used correctly, then it will perform way better. So what are the tool used? Tool use are like when to use the search tool, when to use grep tool, when to use fetch tool. Like these tools, those models works way better when they know when and how to use a tool to perform that agentic task. So if I see on here the search and tool calling, Anthropic is ahead. But let me tell you this. So it's MiniMax 2.5 is beating GPT 5.2. Not talking about the 5.3, but beating 5.2 here. And if you see the 4.6, it's way better with the tool calling. But MiniMax is better than 4.5, which is great. But in the wide search, way below, but even better than the Gemini 3 Pro. So this is going to be a very exciting video because the benchmarks is telling way better. So we obviously need to test that out in this video. So let's get started. So I have already entered into the OpenCode here. And so first thing, I let the model build its own UI library. So it's going to take so much time. I'm not going to show each and every step. I'm just going to show the output. So it will take so much time to create this video. So do subscribe to this channel. Okay. So here is create a folder, name UI library, and paste that prompt here. So build a component library for a healthcare patient portal with these requirements. So these are the requirement, designing requirement, the core components which I want in my UI library, and there's a technical requirements. There is a documentation to enable for the user to use it. Okay, so it created a Storybook dev server and created a library there. That's looking really good. And if you see here, so there's a different type of components. The buttons are here. Let's see. Okay, so name is children. It will tell you the description about it, and also the primary button and all. Okay, outline, ghost, soft. This is great. And large, medium, small. So it's actually created a whole UI library just in one prompt, and it's also have this description of is loading or not. Set boolean to true. So if it's loading, it's wow. That's great. It's also created its own chart library, and you can customize that going here. So line chart, okay, there's the area chart and the bar chart, okay, without legend. That's great. Custom height, if you can give it a custom height with the export option. Anyway, so there's a data table. So these are the tables that you can use as your library. So these are the default. You can select with empty, loading. Wow, that's great. So there's a date picker. Okay, so date picker has this as this error. So every date picker is giving the error. This is a file uploader, docs, default. So there's a model which is the open model. It's giving the error. So most of the components giving me an error, but anyway, on one go, it's really great. And if you see the number of tokens is used around 100k, and only 60 cents is spent on building this. And imagine if you iterate it again and again, how vast library you can create. This is great on one go. Let's move on to the next stage. We are going to create a full stack multi-tenant project management SaaS app. So this is what I'm going to create, and let me copy the prompt and here create new folder with name build in it. So what it is all about, it's very similar to the Kanban Trello type app which we have done yesterday using GLM5 model, but this is way beyond that. So it has the authentication, reporting and analytics as well. So the project management will be in detail. So there's also a database management and much more. So let's see what it can do. Our SaaS is ready, and let's see if it's working. So it's currently on this. Okay, so this is assuming to be a landing page. So this is have the features. Okay, nothing is there, only the landing page. And let's click on get started. So it has this workspace name. of email, that's fine. This is standard, and click on login. Try demo account. So this is the demo account, and it's nicely built, to be honest. The dashboard is looking really good. Let's see if it search on the real time. Search functionality is not working. So going to the projects, so there are different types of projects here. Web design pre-added, you can also add new. Let's click on new. Okay, we cannot add new task even. Nothing is working right now. The GLM5 created the same type of app, but it was working, but this is not. No settings, nothing is working. Okay, so drag and drop is working, and let's see the projects here. Projects, I cannot add a new project. It just open a random project here. I cannot even edit anything. So it says a list, calendar, and Gantt view, which I specifically to add to create that, but it's did nothing. Anyway, so these are the projects. Marketing, so this is actually a prototype. It's not at all working. No filter is working. So GLM did way better than this. Some pages are showing 404 error, for example. The calendar here, even the analytics are not working. Bad output considering the time. So it took around 45 minutes to build this, and the result is like you can comprehend. So UI library was working, it was also broken, and now the SaaS app is all in working condition. It was just a prototype, bunch of pages here and there, so not even added any tool to create anything. So this is another thing that is very disappointing for the model that has that type of benchmarks. Just now moving forward to the next stage, to create a Mac app. Create a DevPulse app on Mac using the Electron. So what it will do is it will monitor all the sessions, which is a developer productivity menu bar. I've already pasted that and built that, and here is the output. So I've specifically told it to use Electron because it's easy and fast way to implement, and this is the app that it created. Monitor session is Claude, which I've added here, and you can see, click on the terminal or VS Code, nothing is working. So scanning ports from this to this, let's see if it can test local environment. So it says no active ports found, which is not true. So currently multiple apps are running, so I don't know why it's not scanning that. There are a few action here, so click kill port, nothing is working, not even open in VS Code. So it's just a prototype and nothing else. This is very frustrating, to be honest. I built 3 apps, all failed. I don't know if I want to continue at this stage because this is very disappointing until now. I wanted to build a Python app considering all the outputs we get until now. I just move on to create a game. Let's see if it can create that, which is a 2D strategy game using Python and Pygame. So let's paste that out, create folder with Pygame, and build this. So this is a very lengthy prompt. You can see all the game structure as well, game loop, instructions, units, buildings, and map and resources. Everything is there. So also the testing criteria as well. Build the same Mac app using the GLM5 model, which we used yesterday. Okay, so let's select that, and let me grab my prompt from Mac Electron Pulse like this, and create folder with dev plus and this. So same prompt that I'm going to use, that I use MiniMax to create the Mac app, this app, which is not working at all. So let's see what it will create, and we will wait for the output for this. And we will also create a game. Let me open a new terminal, and let's build the game as well with this and test it out if GLM5 is better or MiniMax 2.5. Create a folder with name. So it's building on both terminal, and also MiniMax is working on here. So let it complete. I will do the review for all of these in one go. Okay, so MiniMax 2.5 is done with the game, and it's a minimalist base building strategy game. Let's see. Okay, let's see the control here. So control is click on unit and building, right click on move gather. Okay, so unit and building is in this color. Nothing is happening, nothing. Okay, no control is working right now. I cannot move anything. So it's the wood is getting added, even stones are getting added. No control is working right now. So bad, to be honest. Let's see where our GLM file, here it is. So this is the building town hall. So great, and it also added this camera movement, and we can simply move the camera. That's quite good. So GLM is way better, and you can see here, so all the click functionality must be working. Yes, it's also added the multiple type of units, town hall, lumberbacks. There's a house that I want to place. Let's place that here. So this is a strategy game and it's working. Everything is working, and we can simply browse with the camera all the woods there, all the stones and all, and we can start placing a town hall also. For example, here is the town hall we want to place. That's good. So GLM5 is way better than the M2.5. Like you can see here, there's only a one more app that must be done by now, which is a DevPulse. Let's open it, and okay, so let's browse folder to select and scan the number of ports that are running, which is working. So MySQL is also working, PostgreSQL is also working, Redis is also working, and WindServe is also running on this. And great and simple app. If I give a more iteration, it will create a beautiful interface as well, so we can automate much more thing into this app. So with just one prompt, it's built this, so it's better than the MiniMax 2.5, which didn't do anything. So this was my review. So how did you like this review? Do let me know in the comment box, because it took around 4 or 5 hours to build this particular video, and now it's going to be into edit mode, going to spend an hour or two on the edit as well. So if you like my effort, do subscribe to the channel and press like button, share it. So see you in the next video.